about to turn it on. We about to turn it on. We about to turn it on.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, lady.
How are y'all doing?
Good.
Magnetar, hold on. I gotta tell Mag. I woke up and chose violence today, so y'all starting with the right one today. Magnetar, are you a woman? Are you a broad, Magnetar? Are you a woman?
I don't think you're allowed to ask that no more.
No, fuck that. I'll ask that. Magnetar.
What? Do you identify as a woman?
Yeah. Do you identify as a woman? What?
How high are your heels?
True. If you can't walk in at least 6, you're not going to be here.
Yeah, we all had to do it to get in. That's the initiation.
Yeah, there's an initiation with it. All right, how y'all doing today? Y'all doing all right? How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Eva just woke up.
I just wake up.
Oh.
Well,
It's all right. This will wake me the hell up. That's for sure.
all right. So we had a whole bunch of screenshots of the privacy complaints that went through, but I ain't showing them. And however, I am going to stand on a soapbox for a second.
Oh, get up there.
Okay?
Go on.
I am going to stand on a soapbox with y'all today. I woke up, chose violence, and I am in a grumpy mood. All right?
Oof.
For those of you who are a part of the commentary community, can y'all please stop making videos and letting these people come back to the community? There is nothing wrong with getting rid of these people out of your chats, blocking them on Twitter, and acting like they don't exist. I am sick of it.
Subtweet right now. Yeah.
I am sick of it. I mean, we let people who dox or lie about family members dying or themselves attempting and all this other shit. We let them back in after they've done terrible stuff. What is wrong with us? And I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it.
So many people have long-term memory loss. It's just insane.
Yes. And then you have new people who come in who don't know. I mean, obviously, it's not their fault that they don't know. Can we please enact the buddy system within the commentary community, please? Every new person who comes into the commentary community, can we please give them a buddy? And that buddy will, go, okay, well, that person, blah, 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 blah. But we have to do good buddies because we don't need the kind of buddies that will lie about somebody. Don't lie about somebody.
Yeah, you need a buddy that has the lore, that has been here for a while, that knows what's going on.
Yes.
To guide you along. Just like, when you're in primary school and you have a grade 6 buddy when you're in prep. Like,
yeah, we need a mayor.
We need something. We need something.
I think we need.
I'm over it, dude. I'm over it going, well, they haven't done it to me. But they still did it. What makes you think they won't? Do you think internet friendships are forever? Are you serious?
No.
Good God, bro. Magnetar, you don't even know who I'm talking about.
We need a mayor, though. This is my petition. We need to we need to run a campaign. We need to have multiple people run for mayor. And then that mayor can delegate, like, all right, you're getting kicked off the island.
And the more you talk about said people, and the more you stream about said people, and the more you talk about them, the more people get curious. And the more people get curious, the more notoriety these people get. When honestly, you should snuff them out and they can fade away in existence because no one's paying attention to them.
That's right. Just let them shrivel up and, D-word.
I'm over it, bro. I am so sick of it. I'm going to crawl in the hole and only talk to certain people from now on. Swear to God.
Yep.
For real.
Damn
For
straight.
real. Because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I'm tired of trying to warn people and they don't listen to me. And then when it happens, they want to get mad or they want to go, I told you so how? Because what? How did you what? No. No, I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. Good God. All right, I'm done. Now talk to the folks.
Hey.
I'm off my soapbox.
What's up, chat?
What's up, Teddy? Teddy. Oh, by the way, the other night, hanging out with Nick and guys in the Discord server, right? And we ran across Teddy's YouTube channel.
Oh, what's going on in there?
Teddy has some interesting videos. They were actually kind of funny. I have to admit.
Really?
Yeah, they were actually funny.
Good one.
Yep.
Hey, you can like super chats now. Hey,
yeah, you can. Yep.
That's funny.
Thank you for the $1.99, Teddy.
Oh,
thank you.
There we go. All right, now go ahead and talk to him. I'm done. All right.
All right, what's up, you beautiful chat members? I know that you are going to be here for a while because you're with us. So, Greenies, Gravedigger, Bay, oh my God. Every time I say your name, Bay, I go, Bay is...
I just say Bay. I'm going to be honest. I shorten people's names. That's what I do.
What's up, Bay? We'd call a guy. Hey, Passion. We got Reese. Hi, Reese. We have. Did I say Passion already?
Maybe. Doesn't matter.
Passion.
Maybe. Hi. What's up? And there are our greenies. I love our greenies. Thank you very much. We also have Santa Claus, Blue Jay, Nightmare Reaper, Strawberry Cocoa Powder. We have Medley. Hi, Medley. Beowulf. Hello. Henrietta. Iron Duck. Magnetar. KJ. Hello, Maldkins. Dogongo. Dogongo. I like that one. That's fun to say. Yeah, and we're all here. What's up, Boston? What's up, Venomous? Sakura. Hi.
Hey,
Hi, hi.
Santa.
Hi. What are you doing? Doing much? What, just watching us? How you doing?
Yeah.
Reese, I can walk in 7-inch heels, therefore I should be abroad, or major, or both.
Reese, you're not abroad. Oh my God, y'all are choosing the wrong day for this. I'm telling you, y'all are choosing the wrong day. We're going to lose subscribers if this keeps going. Oh my God.
Oh, we got a lurker, first time commenting. Hi, the Yellow Dart. That's
Oh,
right,
hi,
I'm
Yellow
saying your
Dart. How
name.
are you?
What's up?
So scary. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
No, we're all, well, you should be scared.
I mean, if
but,
you've seen my main channel, you know this is just me.
If I get the cleaver, can I be abroad?
No.
Cleaver or clever? I don't know how to read that.
I feel like I know what he meant.
Oh, right. Now I get it. Oh my God, I'm so slow this morning. Teddy for 5. My videos are like an absurdist art. They're great if you're high. Oh, I would
He's
love
not
to know
wrong.
about that a year ago. I would love to have known that a year ago. But I can appreciate good art, so I'm going to go check it out, Teddy.
He's
alright?
not
I'm gonna
wrong.
check
We
that
were
out.
laughing our ass off watching it. And not in a bad way, as in, oh, look at this shit. No, we actually thought it was funny.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually thought it was funny.
All right. Well, that's next on my list. I'm doing that.
Yep. Bunny, what are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm
How's your
doing
day
good.
been?
Y'all, I just right before this got off of probably one of the funniest phone calls I've ever had with my mama.
Oh, really?
She met her first Juan, a guy named Juan.
Oh.
She was, and this is y'all, I about died. So she was going to go pick up an antique table that she was buying off the Facebook Marketplace, and the guy's name was Juan. And she said that she was so surprised when she got there that he was a Mexican man because she thought he was going to be Chinese.
Wait.
And
what?
why? Why did she think he was going to be Chinese? And she had never heard the name Juan before. She says, she was like, I don't think I've ever heard that name. She thought he was going to be Chinese because of wonton soup.
Oh no! Oh,
Yes,
Mom.
she was so serious, y'all. My mama is like she's so sweet and like innocent, and she just don't get stuff. And she's from like a very small town where we ain't, there ain't that many Mexicans, there ain't that many nothing. So she had no idea that this man named Juan was not going to be Chinese. That blew her mind.
Has
That
she
is
never
so
seen
funny.
TV before where people were named Juan?
She don't watch much TV, so I could definitely see
Oh, okay.
how
All right. Well,
she wouldn't.
okay.
How innocent! That is so funny.
She
Oh,
was
sweetheart.
calling me to tell me because she thought I was gonna be mind blown. She thought, she was like, I have got to tell you the craziest thing.
Oh my God.
It was so cute.
Bless Mama's heart. That's all I'm going to say
Yeah.
about that. Bless Mama's heart. Oh. All right. Let me grab a canned soda, which is literally right beside me. I just got to take my headphones off to be able to reach it. And then we'll get started. I gotta call a friend. We found the unicorn. Yeah, apparently. Well, hey, at least Bunny Mom was smart enough to get away from the cat cult. Just
Yeah,
saying.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true. She may not be like the brightest, but she
knew
can
enough to
clock a
get
cult.
away. Yep, she knew enough to get away from that cat cult. I'm just saying. All right, hold on one second.
That's funny. Oh man. So, who's excited about listening to this? We're actually starting halfway through. We're going to be doing the last half. of this
Yeah.
call, because I think that's where it gets ramped up a bit, and there's a lot more of an angst in the air. So if you're ready, put a 1 in the chat. Let's see those ones.
No, the good half is
And
the
I- and-
first half, but I'm going over that tomorrow. Oh.
Yeah, and I mean a Juan. Put a Juan in the chat.
Put a wine in it.
There we go. Let's see the Juans. Yeah, beautiful.
I just want to say you people are racist. Okay? Every single one of you, including my 2 co-hosts, are racist.
We love wands here. What are you talking about? You don't love
Yeah.
wands? What are you saying, Xylie?
Well, I mean, I kind
Wait
of
a minute.
have to because there's a bunch of wands in half of my family.
Hey, there you
Yeah.
go.
Just saying.
Now, Magnetar, I wouldn't be going poking right now. I wouldn't be saying that. You
Magnetar
might get
wants it.
hidden. You might get hidden, dude. I'm just saying. Like,
You and Iron Duck and
we are number 1. That's right. Let's do it.
all right. So I'm starting at like round 116 on this. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm covering the first part. Apparently, people need education before they listen to people's stories. So I have it on 1.25, and y'all just tell me to stop when you want to say something, and you know me, I'm gonna stop when I want to say something too. So
Yeah.
all right. Ugh.
So, I guess that's your entire story, your experience with Camden. Is there anything you feel, Spencer, you want to add more that we haven't asked?
Not really that I can think of.
Okay. Well, then I guess we can transition over to the investigation, and this is, again, just pertaining directly with Max at this moment. So I guess we can continue what we were talking about 5 minutes ago.
All right. So, feel free to ask questions.
But
Do you feel like you're in over your head?
okay, one thing
Oh,
about
that's-
Max, that fucking laugh. That fucking laugh. The one thing about Max, when he knows that he's in deep shit, he laughs.
It's the uncomfortable
Yes.
likeness of it all. Like he's just like trying to make up time to think of something. He's like,
Yeah.
no, we can't put it here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for the 2, Magnetar. Thank you. Ah, here we go.
I feel like I need help with this, and that's why I've been asking for help.
Wait,
Well, I mean-
asking who for help in particular?
Every influencer in my contact list, I have asked for help.
But what does Charlie have to offer you on this kind of case? Has Charlie done this before?
His voice, his reach.
Voice and reach is
we've had a
one thing,
conversation.
but when you spoke to Mutahar specifically, you said, like, I could have used this advice months ago. It doesn't sound like when you're asking Anthony Fantano for help, it's the same type of thing that you're asking Mutahar for.
Correct. It is all. I'm asking for help based on the strengths of everyone I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
but okay, so we have a reach on our platform, but that doesn't immediately put us into an expertise to handle a situation like this. Do you agree?
Well, you specifically, Muda, in terms of investigations, I think you are optimal.
Yeah, but when I'm doing investigations,
Why is he talking like a robot? He talks like a robot. I hate it.
Yeah.
Maybe he is just an AI. Has anyone ever thought about
Yeah.
that?
Maybe.
No,
He's
we
just-
said that. We said that on one of the last episodes that he was
Oh,
just an
we did.
AI project. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the twist.
Yeah, there we go. We solved it.
it's,
Yeah.
I mean, you can agree that I'm always bringing the facts and the evidence to the table. With your videos on the subject, there hasn't been much evidence that we've been able to see. And I know that it's all behind an NDA, but you've been calling this person a pedophile, and today we're literally discussing that you didn't properly review the evidence pertaining to anybody else but Spencer. So now how am I, if I had went along,
Like, how are you gonna push a story? It's almost like he's only concentrated on Spencer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she's the one that wants to benefit from this. Like he's wanting to put most of the effort into her story, right?
Well, he hasn't even really looked into the other people's stories. He only
Yeah.
really knows hers. So
Yeah. He barely knows hers, to be honest.
Yeah.
What you said. That makes me very irresponsible, right?
I don't see where you're going.
If I was to tell you, hey, listen, this guy financially scammed his audience, right? And you blindly went on it, you would go with the assumption that I have absolutely vetted the evidence and I have the, story down to a T, right?
I don't want you to come in blindly and like just do what I say based on what I'm saying. I wanted what is happening right now, a conversation with a survivor and her walking you through her evidence.
Mm-hmm.
That is why I've been inviting people to the server. That is why, like, yeah, I don't want
Yeah, and your shit got leaked, you dumbass.
y'all to like just start making it like I want y'all to like get in and look at this with me and, determine what needs to be done from there.
Can you break down your mindset of why you decided to go through the campaign the way that you did?
So when Spencer initially reached out to me, this was like 2021?
Yeah, April of 2021 is when we first met in person.
April of 2021, she explained everything that happened to her. She said she was a fan of my channel, and I wanted to do this project with her. I just told her that.
She was a fan of my channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if she's really a family friend. I'm gonna be honest.
That's the thing, because they said they only met in person in 2001.
2021.
So, yeah, 2021. So only a couple of years ago.
That was 3 years ago. Well, now 3 years ago. Yeah, so probably like 2.5 more than likely. Yeah. I thought she was a family friend.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a family friend. You didn't just meet in 2021.
But she's definitely a MamaMax fan with that 10-hour-long Max dancing video on her channel. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
I would like to finish my current projects first. If you want me to hand off this project to someone else, I will reach out. And Spencer, do you remember what you said?
I literally told Max, I don't want anyone else. I want you on this.
Yeah, of course you do.
And
You're a big fan.
You specifically wanted Max.
Because with everything else that I've seen from other, I guess, pedo hunters, the way Max was going about it in the videos that I had seen at the time, he was putting himself out there and literally catfishing predators and trying to get that evidence. And I was like, I mean, if he can do all this, maybe we could find a way into the cult one day and get all the evidence and implicate the shit out of Camden.
She is really into LARPing.
Yep. That's
It just
exactly what
sounds-
it is.
Yeah, that just sounds like revenge, really. Like it's, I don't know if she really wants to help or expose it from help other people. Like she's just like, I want to get him, and that's it. Like this, that's,
What part about Max's investigations really drew you in?
Just his persistence on it and not giving up on it. Like, it didn't matter what anyone else had to say, he doubled down. And that's how I feel with the few people that are still in support of Max in this situation now. I feel that they felt the same way that I did then.
Oh, wait. And I also want to make it very clear, I'm not saying anything bad did not happen to her with that guy.
yeah.
I'm not saying anything bad didn't happen. I just have issues with the extra added bullshit sprinkled on. That's what I have.
Timeline.
And the
Yeah.
timeline. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
inconsistencies.
we go from 4 miscarriages to 3. And,
Yeah, exactly.
stuff like that. Just quirky little details. That's all.
Yeah,
Quirky.
just silly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to continue from there, Spencer wanted me. So by the time I finally got back to her, this was after I had been canceled. This was after all of the disinformation campaigns against me. And this is when I started looking into cult psychology.
Blue Jay, no, I haven't heard 5, and that came from J Mac, and I give 2 shits what J Mac says. Just saying. Soul, thank you for the 5. Did you hear any of the lore? True.
And reading books on it and reaching out to cult psychologists, because what is occurring in our society, and I'm sure y'all have seen it too, like there is so much disinformation, there's so much blind belief, and I know it may seem like I'm contributing to that, but we do have the evidence to back up everything. I just
You have the evidence to back up that he's a pedophile.
pretty much.
Pretty much. That's a
Yeah,
yes or no.
basically.
That is a yes or no answer, not pretty much. It's either yes or no, you... Oh my god, you dummy.
You're like, yeah, basically have it.
So, was interviewing cult psychologists, and based on what they were telling me, like, there are patterns in our community, in our society, as a species. Like, we are just blindly believing manipulative people, charismatic leaders, malignant narcissists, psychopaths is what the cult psychologists are calling them. And so I wanted to put a microscope on that subject while also addressing Spencer's case because of cult leadership.
What has this got to do with
And
evidence?
I don't know. He's
just spinning shit right now.
It's
He's
gotta
just
be
talking out
drugs.
his butt.
It's got to be
Yeah.
drugs. It's got to be drugs.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand. Like, bro, it's got to be drugs.
I think he's one of those people that thinks he's way smarter than everybody, and if he just keeps talking, you'll get confused.
Yeah, talking in circles until you just
Yeah.
go, oh, well, maybe he did answer that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
That was probably a foolish decision to try to put everything in just one video, but I was expecting to make like a 3-hour comprehensive documentary on everything for the next few years, which is what we're still doing.
Why don't you-
Why does it take years? Why does it take a year? Like, I've seen his videos. All right, I understand. You know, you hire editors to help you and stuff. Why does it take years? I don't understand. I need somebody to explain to me why this shit takes years. Investigation, yes. But I mean, the videos, it takes years? What?
Yeah.
you release with that initially? And again, I know it's the PSA to initially seek out the victims or something, but when you're making a PSA, why in your PSA did you make a statement of fact that this person was a pedophile? You could have just said, hey, we're investigating this individual. There's been allegations of pedophilia and trafficking. If you are a victim, please come and reach out to us. Why was it direct statement of fact?
Well, I addressed him as a cult leader and sexual predator because that's how he has been described by the survivors. And even testimonials themselves serve as evidence in a court of law. So to me, that is all of the evidence I need to say this man is a sexual predator and cult leader.
So you're saying
And-
the allegation in and of itself is the evidence.
The allegations are evidence. We know that line very well.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot believe he's literally saying allegations are evidence, bro.
I'm sorry?
So you're saying the allegation in and of itself is the evidence.
It was everything. It was the evidence that was already there. It was the amount of them. It was the consistency of their testimonials, and it was.
I mean, but like you see the fallacy in that. Like, imagine if I said, "Max, you're a rapist," and Nick was to say, "Oh, well, that's a statement of fact because Muta made this statement," and that
You don't have to say Muta made the statement. Say 5 girls said it,
True.
Yeah.
because that's what happened.
Well,
5 girls said it.
Well,
Yes,
you.
after- yes, after
that's
they were in a,
different.
So are they right then? I mean, they all 5 said it. By his
No, that's-
logic, they're right about MamaMax.
Oh my god.
That's different, though, because he's innocent. Duh.
I'm
No,
just
it's so
saying.
funny. Like when Nick said that, like my smile went ear to ear and was just like,
Yeah, because
yes,
that's classic
Yep.
Nick right there. That's
I know that throughout this whole thing, that's the part that it just makes it so good that Nick does not let him get away with shit.
Mhm.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He really doesn't. I love it.
Yeah.
group chat together for 3 months after changing their allegations.
Wait, I'm
multiple
sorry.
times.
What group chat are you in? The evidence server with all of the girls?
Get him.
There is evidence in there. It's not just.
So the group chat was wrong on the other side, but he's
Yeah,
in a
but
group
not on
chat
this
with
side.
the girls
Yeah.
and the evidence. But that's okay. Rules for thee and not for me. That's how
Hypocrite.
MamaMax runs.
He should have been like, y'all don't get it. I only date girls that are like pathological liars. Like that's my type. So it makes sense.
Bro.
Just them plotting to take down.
But there was
Camden.
evidence in the other one too, right?
Yeah,
You did
there
go
was
on her
evidence that
Facebook and
wasn't available
post
either.
the self-harm stuff. You did like all those social media messages and stuff like that. That was you, right? Be it not the most important part of the story, clearly, but like it's not like they just lied about you.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
You were like the social media part where you put like the self-harm video on Haley's thing. That was real, correct?
Oh yes, that was real. So that was. Let me explain that situation fully.
That means you're a psychopath. Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
I was in the military. Haley had made a Facebook posing as me to stop some other allegations that were against Anthony Field at the time, which is the girl I showed whose face is.
Do you notice how every time he says Magnetar's name, do you notice like how that is the most clear he talks when he says his name? Like he's
Yeah.
super focused on that name.
There's a lot of vitriol in his
Yes.
voice when he says it.
Yes.
The thing is that, like, outside of this, I've never heard of the story that Haley posed as MamaMax to.
Yeah, I never heard that either.
That sounds like it's talking out his ass as well, because that would be like some crucial information that should have been brought up a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Is blurred and believe all abusers. She was making allegations against Anthony. Haley made a Facebook of me posing as me, trying to tell people that this girl is crazy. And then after she did all of that, she gave me the Facebook with the login information. She's like, "Here, use it. I don't need it anymore." And I'm like,
What?
"Okay." And
Just
then
handing over evidence. Yeah,
in
sure.
the military, we were talking, texting.
I don't get it.
And then just one day I was losing it. I was depressed. And I cut myself and I posted it on that Facebook and I said, "Thanks, Anthony Field," or something to that effect. Yeah, I would say that is certainly evidence of something.
So
Psychopathic behavior. That's what it's evidence
yeah.
of. Psychopathic behavior. Jesus.
but I'm just saying that a majority of Haley's testimony is like the social media stuff, the cutting, like the only part of it that's contested is what happened in the hotel room, correct?
There's multiple things that were contested from my recollection. Like she was trying to say like I was stalking her the whole time when she was literally inviting me to parties to go out with her, we literally cuddled and she let me kiss her cheeks and draw on her stomach. So she was painting me as like a stalker. And I was trying to say no. This was
Bro, you self-harmed and put it on Facebook and thanked Magnetar. Who does that? Who does that?
Yeah, that's a dangerous person. Like to go that far about anything. Like to me, that's a dangerous person.
Who does that, bro?
Yeah.
And the thing
Those are
is,
complicated,
like,
and-
these things he's talking about, it would have happened in the past when they were actually like, acquaintances or friends or whatever, like, you know what I mean? And then further down the track is like when she distances herself, then he's coming back and, he's only like, 90% stalking, he's not full stalker. I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
to be clear, she was also like sending me self-harm stuff. So it wasn't just me.
I think the
sending
difference
her-
is the public versus private. I'm sure it's like, yeah, obviously sending self-harm stuff is manipulative in either way, right? But like
Yes.
the public act is a much higher elevation.
The public act was a cry for help because that was the day I tried to hang myself.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Thankfully, one of my battle buddies found me, and I showed.
I'm gonna keep
Battle
my
buddy?
I'm gonna keep my
I know.
mouth shut on that one.
I thought the same thing. I wanted to. I'm just not.
Yeah. Nope. We're gonna keep
know
our
it.
mouth
Yep.
shut on that one. That's
What's a battle buddy?
what
A
you call
friend
people
in the
who
military.
a friend in the military.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
him like what I was doing, like hanging my belt around the friggin' railing, and he took me took me to sergeant. Anyway, that's what happened, and that's the last. One of the last interactions I've ever had with her. The actual last one was I tweeted at her saying sorry, and then but that was after I got out of the military months later.
So okay, to whittle this on back to again this situation that we're currently discussing here.
Yes.
You called us like you told me in this call that there was a super secret evidence server that even I couldn't look into, and I'm going to personally say it. I looked through the evidence in that server, and I didn't find anything that could be used as a I guess you could say silver bullet. You know, like I didn't find anything that would absolutely hold up that sort of law. Nothing over.
I wonder if he meant the pun or not.
I don't know,
I don't
but
think
it's
he
funny
did.
as hell. No.
There was.
I
Is
think
there any evidence that you think?
everything is the silver bullet. Everything put together is the silver bullet. Even their testimonies, with 8 of them signed, would be enough, I believe.
Okay, the testimony is one thing, but the evidence, how do you believe it's a silver bullet? What specific points of evidence, and we can have this... You know,
Spencer,
like,
do you want to
what
go
is-
over
yeah.
this?
Okay, so redacted for reasons
Okay,
listed
so this
earlier.
evidence
All right,
proves that he is a cult leader. Okay, so to ask... So you've got a... You've talked about, like, these... So first off, I'm just going to say it, like, a testimony by itself would not hold up in a court of law. That much, I think we all can reasonably agree on. That alone will never do it.
I think multiple would. I've been looking it up.
Multiple, even without corroborated evidence, would not. You
Wait.
could have 100 testimonies, and it would never hold
Dude,
up.
I don't
that's so
think that's
painful.
true.
I've been looking it up. Fuck
I
me,
don't think
dude.
that's true.
You don't think that's true?
From what I've been advised on, I don't think that's true.
So you're telling me, like, this guy runs a cult, right? So let's say we had 100 testimonies of him running a...
KB, thank you for joining the broad. Or thank you for becoming an honorary broad. Oh my god.
Thank you, KB.
Thank you, KB. I'm sorry, I halfway did my line and then our line at the same time. It was ridiculous. My bad. I haven't gotten much sleep. I got like 2 hours sleep. That's probably why I'm so
Oh,
cranky.
jeez.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
cult. You think those 100 testimonies said by 100 people is enough to put him behind bars for running a cult?
Yes, I do believe that.
Okay, so and now in those 100 testimonies, you haven't even explained to me yet what the cult is. So what is the name of the cult?
There's multiple names. It changes because he is evasive, but
What is the
Guild of-
primary name?
The primary name is the Guild of Divinity. It's also been known as the Eon Syndicate. It's also just been referred to as the Family or the Pack. Is there any other?
The Daemon family.
The Daemon Family.
Okay, is there any paraphernalia on the cult's psychology, the cult directives, the cult rules? Because cults usually have that.
If I've been trying to find it on the Wayback Machine, I don't know how to use that bitch. They used to have a YouTube called Guild of Divinity that has been since shut down.
They have a merch store.
They do have a merch store, and there is an Instagram account that was
That merch looks so sad.
I actually really
That's
like it. Imagine like the one of those drawings just on a hoodie. I would so buy that.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Yeah, with the
that's
malnourished
something.
reindeer. Remember that one?
Mhm.
Oh my god, no. I refuse. If you buy that, we're gonna fight. No.
Oh no, I'm just gonna recreate it.
Oh
Stuff
my
him.
god.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah, that'd be
active
cool.
last in 2020, but that is ran by the girl in the one who bought my ticket from Memphis to Atlanta, and the one who's been sending him thousands upon thousands of dollars over the years.
Can I see the merch store?
Yes.
Because here's where I'm going to get at with 100 people testimony. So I brought up the example. Having 100 people isn't going to be enough unless there's an actual established cult that we can properly catalog and archive. Because here's the thing, you need to have like actual tangible entities to go after. A cult is a very organized group, and if Camden, you guys said in your video that he has trafficked possibly hundreds of people, right?
Well, victimized hundreds, not necessarily trafficked.
Okay, so victimized hundreds of people through this cult or through the internet by discussions online?
Can we discuss that now? Okay.
Did we discuss that?
Oh, I don't know. What are we doing?
My girlfriend pulled up a case that was by testimony only. I can send it to y'all if y'all want it.
Was that a cult case?
Hello.
Multiple sexual assaults by gymnastic medical doctor.
Are you talking about the one from the Olympics?
His name is Larry Nassar.
That's not even related.
That's not even, bro, that wasn't a cult. What? Oh my god. And you know what those girls did? Those girls, I think, what's her name? Is it Simone Beal or something like that? I forgot her name. But she was
Yeah,
one of the
Simone Biles.
girls. And they literally put their careers in gymnastics on the line to talk about that dude.
Yeah.
And to go to court about that dude.
Yeah, that was messed up.
They literally put everything on the line to go up against that dude. This is nothing like that.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, it only came to light because it was on 60 Minutes. Yeah, sorry.
Idiots, all of them.
So
Yeah.
There's the merch store.
that's the merch store.
The link to the Instagram is at the very bottom of it.
There's also a few emails attached to it. We kindly ask you do not reach out to those until everything is.
Particular reason why I can't reach out? Would they belong to Camden?
Yes.
Okay.
And is there any reason why I shouldn't reach out to them? Just for
It
his
would-
comment?
It would either be Camden or it would be the girl.
Who is sending him money?
Yeah. So she is one of.
Wait. Why can't they reach out to him? I mean, you think your live streams couldn't have done any help? I mean, you already had people go find the mother and the brother. You think the mother and brother didn't get contacted? Like what?
Because they don't want his side of the story to come out. Obviously,
Yeah.
like don't contact him. Like like just take our word for it. Don't go double check anything.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
those that would quite literally die for him.
And this would be Little Birdie 1234 Jalexa. Alexa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is one of her aliases in the cult.
So I hope it's clear why I'm so willing to just call him a cult leader and sexual predator. I feel there's enough here. People have gone by with a lot less. Even Charlie has called people pedophiles without any hard evidence.
Who specifically?
Who was it? Was it Sneeko?
Bro, he didn't even call Sneeko a pedo. He said Sneeko was creepy because of how he talked about cuties.
Mm.
He didn't even call him a P word. He just called him creepy. What the hell? I know Charlie's always catching strays, is he not?
Yeah, it really is.
Good God.
Bro, I mean, Sneeko was literally defending the shit out of cuties. Let's not pretend. Come on.
All right, well, that's my
how many-
argument. Like,
You know how many clips of him on Kick would
that's-
exist of him saying minors are come on like
Yep.
it's comparable to Anthony Field with multiple testimonies against him. It's comparable.
Wait, you have
to-
Anthony
to-
Field saying that he's attracted to children? Because that
Yeah.
changes everything.
Well,
I mean,
to
that's
Mr.
not
Girl
fair.
specifically, to Mr. Girl and Vito specifically, but Anthony Field, we have chats of him saying Max convinced me.
You see how he did that laugh? Oh.
I think he's
To
rubbing his
Mr. Girl and Vito
lips together.
specifically, but
Oh, apparently in the chat they're doing a drinking game every time hey, stop spamming the chat, Lexi. Apparently they're doing a drinking game every time he says Anthony Field.
Oh, nice.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Lord mercy.
Anthony Field, we have chats of him saying Max convinced me I'm a pedophile. But
okay, but are they sarcastically done? Like, come on.
I think a testimony is enough to put it out there.
I
Especially when
fully
it's back-
disagree.
Yeah,
and especially
I
when it's
100%
your
agree with
sister's
that.
friend, right? And your sister saw it. That's like totally inappropriate.
I mean, how is that not more pertinent than someone saying they're attracted to girls and cuties? We also have a testimony from Spencer.
Of course you do. Of course you do. But you just met her in 2021 though, right? You just met her in 2021, but of course you have a testimony from Spencer. Spencer, the one victim who just so happened to move into your house, it backs it up. Of course she does. Yeah, does it? Yeah. Okay. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to ask about. What does Spencer mean that he like went and like disguised himself to go meet sophomores, like going back into the high school? What is that?
So, in the Wiley ISD school district, once you hit 5th grade, your school uniform is any color polo shirt, and black khaki or navy pants. He would literally just dress like that and walk into the school to have lunch with freshman girls. And it's not that hard to get into the school during.
Bro. Okay.
So
Yeah.
how does she know about this again? Because of the sister. Like, because she was there.
She supposedly
or-
went to school with his sister, I guess.
Yeah, she's saying she saw him too,
Mhm.
like a couple times or whatever she said.
See,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lunchtime.
And he did this periodically. Like this was something he did often.
I saw it a couple times, but yeah, I ended up moving lunch tables because I had a whole thing with my table.
What year was this?
This was God,
It'd be after 2014.
it was 2015 because it was right after I had come back to Wiley from Houston.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean that's around the time I graduated, and I don't know. Maybe we went to different types of schools, but like no, that would not have gotten. Like, the
It was
security would have escorted you
definitely-
out.
It was a freshman sophomore table, and the girls that he was sitting with were definitely freshmen.
And dressing up as a student is
Like without going through the office, showing his ID to get a badge saying, "Hey, I'm visiting someone for lunch."
so. This is what I'm saying. There's multiple things against Anthony Field. For me, I feel comfortable saying he is a pedophile.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that story coming from her sounds coached.
It
I have a
does.
question.
Yeah.
When did she say he came back to the high school? Was it like the year after he graduated? Because I know when I was in high school, it was like very normal for the kids that had just graduated to come back and like see the kids that they like were in classes with and the teachers. Like that was like a normal thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of normal in like grade school for us. Like when you go to high school, you go back to grade school and say hi. I'm a big kid
Yeah.
now, basically. Like
Yeah, but like at our high school, it was just that was normal. Like the seniors came back all the time to like see their teachers. They would eat
Magnetar
lunch. Like,
said
and that
I
was
went.
normal.
Magnetar said I went back for homecoming and went to visit my cousin who went there too.
Yeah, like that.
right.
That would have been.
And
normal at
Magnetar
our
said I
school.
went back twice.
Just the two
Yeah.
times. Now you're a PDF file. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that would have just been a completely normal thing to do for somebody that like just graduated.
Well, because Spencer says so. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spencer is the evidence.
Yeah.
I don't feel he could do anything to me legally for saying that, because if he were to, the girl who made the testimony would come forward and testify
So
against
she
him.
has his dick pic and has timestamps of when it was sent. That's real. That exists.
He does not have his dick pic.
So what does she have that she could come forward with?
Just her memory. But
Fuck off.
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I
Wait,
keep
so you don't think-
picturing. I
What?
keep picturing like I just keep picturing her on top of his head like Ratatouille, and she's just controlling all of this. Like,
Oh god.
At this point, I don't know who's controlling who. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, they're making a shit soup. That's for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
What does she have that she could come forward with?
just her memory. But
Wait,
she
so you don't
can't
think
come-
that you could legally be held liable for the statements you're making if he were to sue you because you have someone who can come forward and tell you it happened?
Well, I am just documenting what she said.
No,
If he
you are
wants to
calling
sue
him
me
a
for-
pedophile.
Correct. And to be able to successfully sue me for defamation, he would have to prove that I am lying, which I am not, because the girl is real and she sent me those DMs
Wait, which DMs did she send you?
telling me what Anthony Field did at the end of Believe All Abusers.
Yeah, look, the secondhand account, it's not direct evidence. It's just telling him what happened. Like, ugh, that makes me so mad. That's nothing. That's literally nothing.
All I'm gonna say is, I don't think Max is the only one that's lying, and I don't think Max and Spencer are the only ones that are lying.
Yeah.
If you notice one thing about Max's channel and Max's stories, they always involve his sister one way or the other.
Yeah.
Whether she's giving her testimony, for Max, or whether she knew a girl who knew Magnetar, or she knew Spencer. She's like, you can't talk about Max without talking about his sister at all. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You can't even talk about the beginnings of his channel without talking about his sister, because it was her art.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she animated all of his videos at the start. That's
Yep.
just weird.
Okay.
So if Charlie can call Sneeko a pedophile because he said he's attracted to cuties, I think a testimony with multiple witnesses would be enough to call Anthony Field a pedophile.
So why is there no evidence that this happened if you're saying that this was done in I believe you said like your sister had seen this with her eyes. So like
This was a Snapchat that the girl did not save.
so it was opened in front of a group of people then.
It was open at dinner at my house with my sister looking at it.
Can we get the ages specifically to this situation, I guess?
It was 14, but she looked 9. Like she's currently
Why do you have to add that?
Why?
Why do you have to add that? She was 14, but she looked 9.
What, does that
Okay.
make it worse?
I don't know. Why do you have to add that part? If she's 14, she's still 14. She's still
Yeah,
underage.
she's still underage.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's that sprinkling extra bullshit. That's
Yeah.
that right there tells me when stories are bullshit, or it makes me not believe them.
Yeah,
You know?
he's being manipulative.
He
20
was
something and she
18?
still looks 12. He was 18 or 19 at the time.
Okay.
And that's another thing is the fact it's just everything. Like how can you not see it?
I don't know why you're
mean,
using
how can I
Sneeko as
not
a
see it?
comparison.
No. I'm just saying when you see a specific. So let's say you're reached out to someone that you know that you've known your entire life, and they're like, "Hey, this dude sent me a dick pic when I was 14. Can you say something about it?" And you ask others about it, and they can verify that it did happen. Why would you not say?
So you mean to tell me they just so happened told you about it when that video came out about you? They had just so happened to come to you and tell you about that when that video came out on you, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So didn't he say he was there when it happened? Like he didn't know about it until later? Like
He said his sister saw it.
yeah, and he said they were
Yeah.
all at dinner. He was at dinner as well. He said he was
I mean,
there.
that
but-
doesn't. Did he say he was there? Because I didn't hear him say he was there.
Yeah, he did. He said he was there. He was included. He was like, we were all at dinner. I was there.
Oh.
That's cute.
Say something about it.
I think there's a difference between why wouldn't you say something about it in like a social setting to other people in your area saying, hey, this is pretty weird, you should probably stay away from that guy, and blasting it on your YouTube channel at the end of an abuse allegation response video. I think
was
you know
pertinent
exactly
to-
what you were doing there.
It was pertinent to the video.
When I was watching the lyric stuff, anytime the Anthony Field situation came up, you said it was his behavior that's evidence enough.
So that when I say behavior, that's everything that's all encompassing. That's similar to why Charlie can say Sneeko is a pedophile, is because of
Okay. Echo said he was there, but she didn't show him. She showed her friend, which was his sister.
Yeah. Can I just read out Callie Marie's thing? Share your dick pic over meatloaf with the fam.
Yeah.
That'd make the meatloaf taste even worse than it already does. So,
Oh my god.
ugh.
his behavior. Is
No,
because he
because
says he's
Charlie
attracted
has
to
a clip of Sneeko saying something on record in 4K
Yeah.
that he can pull up on his stream, and then you can't just go, Sneeko is a pedophile, end of conversation. You go, Sneeko is a pedophile here because of example A, example B, example C. You're saying
All
Anthony
examples
Field
of
is a
these
pedophile
examples.
because somebody texted me that. That is not comparable, not in any version of the word.
I think it's more than the Sneeko saying he's a.
No, bullshit, because... hold on. What they're doing with Mr. Girl and Sneeko and Zerka is they're actually using their own words against them. Because Zerka will
Yep.
be talking to these girls going, oh, you're 16, I want to date you. Or I want to whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or Zerka
Yeah.
will literally call himself that. Sneeko was literally backing up cuties. Sneeko
Yeah.
would joke around with about 16-year-old girl. You're actually using their own actions that you see in real time.
Yeah.
Not just somebody texting you over Instagram going, hey, by the way, this happened.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? When you saw those DMs, you don't even see a part go, remember when we were at dinner at your house and I was your sister's friend and we sat there? Yeah, I was showing her that. You don't see any of that
No.
in that message. But now all of a
And that-
sudden they were over at the MamaMax house.
Interesting.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
He's also still saying that Charlie called him a pedophile and it never happened. He said he was creepy. Like he never
Yeah.
outwardly said
Yeah,
that.
but in his mind, he thinks that Charlie called him that because they didn't correct him.
No, yeah, and he said it a couple of times.
Yeah, because he thinks Charlie called him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attracted to children on a clip. Just because Anthony Field doesn't want to admit he's a pedophile doesn't mean he didn't do the things he did.
Okay, but do you see the difference, though?
Wait, you think a testimony is more
Sneeko
damning than an
making a
admission?
Statement. Sneeko makes an admission. This guy.
He just right. I mean, you
somebody
can
else
say
is
he just write
alleging
that off.
something to somebody
You
else
can
is
just write that
alleging
off as a
something.
joke, though, just like Anthony Field saying Max convinced me I'm a pedophile. Like,
The thing is, you don't have any hardline evidence calling him that, or confirming that he was a pedophile or he was sending illegal images.
a testimony is enough. A testimony does
No,
serve as
it's
evidence.
Not enough.
No.
A testimony isn't enough. If you were to go to a fucking court and show a testimony, they would laugh you out and you would kill the case. Just like you're killing the case with
He's
Camden
an
Jordan
idiot.
Davis right now.
One moment.
Let me
just
get
never
my
knows.
bullshit story together. Yeah.
Yeah. He never knows how anything works at all, no matter what it is.
No, he doesn't. But yet we're going to entrust him with that case, though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, what is this?
Can't believe he's
ChatGPT,
like-
bro.
Muted.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
look at what I just sent you.
Yeah, you sent me a chat GPT
Hey, but the
not a fucking
snickering.
legal definition.
Yeah.
Do you? I mean, we can argue.
Fucking Chat GPT. Come on, bro.
He even knew when he sent it, because as soon as he said, "Okay, take a look what I just sent you," you could hear him breathe
Yeah.
out laughing.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah, like, what is that?
stop it.
Argue legal semantics all we want.
No,
We are not
we're
lawyers.
arguing semantics. We have to look at exact definition, Max. This is the problem with this situation. You're going in with evidence that can't be 100% corroborated. You're going in with allegations as an evidence. Courts will
Why-
bail you out.
Are we talking to your lawyer, ChatGPT, right now? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Like right here, bro. Come on.
Judge-
You know, if I make a video on this is what I have to work with. How do you honestly think I can take your side? Logically, if tomorrow I was like, oh, where's Max getting his legal definitions? Oh, ChatGPT. By the way, ChatGPT has also been getting fucking dumber over the last few months. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
If the judge and jury
100%.
find a witness statement credible, they can charge or convict you of a crime based solely on witness testimony alone. That is from BergenCriminalAttorney.com. Y'all can look it up.
Show me,
Like,
show
we
me
can
what-
argue this.
show me-
We can
show
argue
me
this
that-
all
show me
day.
that
Mutahar.
definition. Show me that definition, not the ChatGPT. Why'd you not bring me that one?
I am giving you multiple. Like,
give me,
I am
give me the
telling-
one from the legal definition. Why'd you bring me ChatGPT? Link me that right now. We'll read it together.
ChatGPT understands the legal system. Like,
You are an idiot. He is such an idiot. Oh my god.
Okay,
even
yeah,
if-
you're meaning you're joking with me. I don't think this is a fucking joke, Max. I actually don't think this is a joke. I think you are fucking over the victims by doing this shit.
What?
This is why I'm fucking mad at you, because you're bringing ChatGPT and you're telling me it understands the law. So what? It's a fucking lawyer? Does it have a? Is it registered under a bar license?
Mutahar's pissed.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Mutahar's pissed. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere? I mean, come the fuck on. Show me the link you just talked about.
you want to?
I sent it.
Okay.
Fucking hell. No fucking.
Oh, I
Dude,
didn't
this is
realize.
crazy.
Muda
Why are we
saying
getting
fucking
angry?
hell?
What is?
What?
Was that Muda saying fucking hell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pissed.
Yeah.
man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's angry.
Why are y'all so
There's-
defensive?
so-
against
I'm,
me?
There's a
I'm
real-
literally you're ruining a fucking case. That's why I'm getting fucking mad at you.
You have 8
I'm
girls
ruining the
relying on
case.
you, and you have no idea what you're doing.
You
Like,
literally
it's so
told me in this
evident.
call, I didn't fucking look at all this evidence. I didn't vet it properly. Now you're pulling up legal definitions.
That
from
is not what I
ChatGPT.
said, Mutahar. That
What
is
the
not
fuck
what I
is
said.
That is exactly what you
That
said.
is literally what you
You
said.
are
I have
twisting my
transcript
words right now.
I can transcript this call and we can go over
Twisting my
this.
words?
Okay, we can go over it.
Holy
You are
fuck,
putting words in my
literally
mouth.
that. I'm not putting words in your mouth. That's what you said. You said you only verified Spencer's evidence. You didn't even properly analyze or timeline the evidence of the other victims. That's not putting words into your mouth. That's literally
Okay,
repeating.
can you allow me to clarify them?
Sure, clarify this, please.
Okay. I am in the server where they are posting evidence. Not all of them have walked me through what the evidence is as to what the context is.
Okay. So you can't verify the evidence then.
What does that mean I can't verify it?
can't
Are
verify
you dumb? Oh,
Oh.
come on, bro. You don't know.
So
I
frustrating.
You know what words are.
How can you verify something that you've never seen?
Yeah.
How can you verify something that you've never seen? He is stupid. He is very, very, very stupid.
You want to shake him.
Yes.
Like, I really want to just shake the shit out of him.
Yes, me too. Me too.
5, what they're posting is legitimate.
It means that there's a much larger issue here. Not only do we have no idea what's going on, it seems like you don't know what's going on.
I do know what's going on. I don't know the complete story.
You're the complete story. That's your job, just to get the complete story out there. You understand how crazy this sounds?
That is what we are working on.
Why did they come to you? I don't understand. You clearly have never done anything like this before.
And that is why I've been asking for help, Nick.
Why the hell did you make a statement of fact calling somebody a pedophile when you couldn't even properly watch?
Are we going to keep arguing this?
Yes!
Yeah, we are. We have to keep arguing it because you clearly don't understand the ramifications of what you're doing to this kid.
Because you're setting it up for the guy who potentially molested and abused tons of women to fucking take the money you've given these victims in court in a civil case.
I'm going to tell you right now, I actually believe the victims. I think that there is some malfeasance involved, but how you've handled this case and how you've been doing this call so far, you know who has grounds to fucking sue you? You know who has some credibility to win now? It's Camden.
Not only is this guy not going to go in jail, you're going to end up paying him, bro. You're going to give him money.
Do you want to read what you read to me earlier? Because
you literally gave me a quote from a line. You literally named.
I hate that shit from him.
I know.
Oh, you need to send it. You didn't send it.
Oh, sorry.
Dumbass.
Yep.
And she's sitting there, girl, you're sitting there with the dumbass. What do you mean? You're the one that gave your story to the dumbass. Get the fuck out of here. Ugh.
Read this one together here.
This is on top of the lawyer I've been speaking with. Multiple lawyers I've been speaking with. Like, y'all can scream at me and yell at me for being stupid, but I'm simply relaying you.
I'm not happy that you're being stupid. I'm noticing that 8 people, supposedly, there may be more now, have put their trust directly in you. And you, clearly, self-admitted, need help and can't handle the situation that you're currently in. Every time that someone criticizes you about the story, you say, I'm doing what's best for the victims. And hiding behind those people. Yes, I understand. You found more people through your videos. You know what you also did? You made Spencer take the brunt of the scrutiny now because you can't provide anything about the person that supposedly abused her. So there's one side of the story out. Now everyone who's going to question it is questioning her, not him, because you didn't tell anybody about him. So yeah, you're damaging.
I will be questioning her tomorrow.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Her by doing that. You understand that, right?
I think what's damaging, and Muta, sorry to call you out on this, but you spent all this time, you go on lives with these other creators, but yet this is the first time you and I have sat down and had a conversation. Okay. You are in the server. You can literally just say, hey, does anyone want to schedule a time to call? I'd like to ask some questions. Like, it's...
And every time I talk to somebody, it's always off the record because the evidence is under NDA, so what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you could maybe absorb it. It's stuff that you can
what? Make a video, and then get
that's the problem. Is nobody can do anything because you won't give us action items.
Their approval. You can release it with their approval.
And then if the evidence isn't substantial enough, I'm putting myself in a defamation issue.
You want me to put my channel? You want me to put my channel in jeopardy because of you, bro? No, hell no.
So you don't believe them?
I never said I was interviewing Spencer. I did not say I was interviewing Spencer. No. No, Leo. I did not say that.
Oh, no.
She wouldn't talk to me.
No, not at this point.
I mean, I believe them. I also believe evidence has to be 100% perfect.
There's a difference between believing somebody and being willing to...
I just sent it to you. Testimonials can serve as evidence, okay?
Yeah, the judge and jury must consider whether the witness statement is credible alongside looking at other forms of evidence.
Dude, this is so fucked. We're not even in court right now, and you're talking about what could potentially get a conviction while you're trying to go to the court of social media, and you're telling them you don't have any fucking evidence. You're taking the wrong stuff to the wrong place, dude.
What are you talking about? This is
wait, you went public to...
right now.
It's what the survivors wanted, okay?
Well, then then you should...
I wish you would get loud with me like that.
I know. He's just barking right now. Like, he's getting threatened. This is his livelihood now. Saying, like, fuck.
Yep.
Right now.
It's what the survivors wanted, okay?
Well, then
if the survivors wanted...
I bet he's got the chicken head on right now.
Oh, he sure does.
Picture that.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I hate both of you so much right now. Jesus Christ, funny. I bet she has a chicken head on right now.
Then you should advise the survivors that that's not the best approach, and we should try to. They came to you for help. If they knew what to do, they would just do it. But you're supposed to be the one advising.
Look, Nico said, "Bro's turning into a werewolf too." He sounded like it.
Spencer
got him.
Spencer got him. Spencer got him. Oh my god.
Them on what to do,
we
Max.
supposed to
This
do,
is on you. Do not
What
bring
were
them
we
up.
supposed to do? It is on me. I will take responsibility for it. We are finding more survivors.
And to do what?
We
I
have
read
these
through this.
survivors so that we can go to Georgia and file these reports in person because nobody's going to listen to us over the goddamn phones. We've
But what
tried.
kind of timetable is on that now? But my point is the clock not ticking now? Like the thing is, you're trying to get all these people together to go to Georgia to go make this directly,
this is your
and you're
focus,
telling me
yeah.
that you haven't even spoken to everybody in the group chat, and they're not responding as much as you'd like to. So it's clear that you don't. I don't want to say you because I'm not talking to you, Spencer, when I say this. But it's clear that Max doesn't have a grasp on the people he's already got. Why are you trying to add more if you can't control like the group that you already have?
There we go.
Okay.
Facts, bro. Oh wait.
I have some questions.
Facts. I thought I was pausing it at that point. Facts. If you can't even handle the 8 that you got now, you've only seen one story out of the 8. Then how are you gonna handle 100?
Yeah.
How does that work? I don't get it.
For you, Muda.
Sure.
Why did you choose not to respond to our direct communications, yet publicly lecture and criticize us in public streams?
Because you were hosting public streams with call-ins, and I called them as your friend, and I gave you advice. I didn't like.
Why did you not Why did you not contact me directly as your friend? when
Oh
I've been
my
messaging you?
god.
Did.
He's coping. That's a cope.
And you know, he could have done the exact same thing to Night Dogs. He could have come directly to him as a friend and done those like that what he was saying about him. Like, I don't know. He's just full of hypocritical jargon, to be honest. Like he's just full of it.
True.
Did me, you, and Nux not have a call?
After months of reaching out to you and having a call with Nux first.
When did we? I got to read our communications. Let me see.
You should. Because there's multiple times you said we should get in a call with the survivors as soon as we can.
Yeah,
And
you were
days
supposed
passed.
to organize it, and it never happened. It was supposed to be me,
Days
Charlie, and
passed.
every other creator.
Days passed after messaging you back, and you never messaged me back.
Okay, you were supposed to organize this call. I didn't know that I was supposed to be organizing it.
I need to know your schedule.
Okay, this is supposed to be a massive group call. You gave a schedule. It never happened. What do you want me to do? Do you
It
want me
was
to go
clear-
and call every other creator and organize their schedules for them too?
It
I
was
know my
clear.
schedule. I don't know theirs.
It was clear people were not responding to the mass call,
Right.
so we decided to reschedule.
And what happened with that?
We are waiting for Charlie to get back to us because we are going to fit it with his schedule.
So then why are you putting this weird blame on me? Clearly it's on him.
Well, I'm asking why you did not directly contact me, but contact us only in public streams.
So let's see. I contacted you November 27th.
You-
Max, I've seen your latest
Spencer?
tweet. I caught up with this whole situation. I have texted you.
What it felt like seeing him on streams?
Oh my god. Nobody gives a fuck what she felt. Oh my god. I love Nick's part right here. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Went
Chef's
on
kiss.
with Tommy and Lyrics and are sitting there talking to them when you literally haven't spoken to the other survivors.
Hold on, can you put Max on for a second?
I'm right here.
That was snaky as fuck, dude. Oh, I'm coming after you, Mutahar. Stand back, Spencer. Can you tell him what you felt? You are literally just a little snake
Because
hiding
it
behind her,
literally-
dude. That's disgusting.
Get him.
Yeah.
Get him. Get him. He was so mad when he came back from that call.
Oh, I
Can you
bet.
listen to
I
me?
bet.
It was so fucking heartbreaking hearing Muta sit there and say that, oh, if this is fake, then I'll gladly put money towards Camden's defamation trial.
Yeah,
But I thought you said it's fine
up.
with saying it's allegedly. Now all of a sudden, there's no
But
no like
the
other side
thing
to the
is
story.
How do you feel? How do you think that
Whoa.
it makes myself and the other survivors feel when you're saying that? It is okay to think that, but you're going publicly and saying that to everybody else when you haven't spoken to the others. I'm just trying to understand, why would you do that without talking to us?
Well,
I've
That
spoken
is
with Max. Max
literally
is
the
your
most-
representative. Max is supposed to be the one bringing the story across to everyone. And yes, if in the case that everything is
my
actually...
Why is it
your
my job?
What?
Because you're the...
I love how he's like, I chose to do this case, and now it's everybody's problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's literally what he's saying. That's literally what he's saying. It's everybody else's problem now that he's doing it. Yes. That's literally what he's saying. Literally.
What? What?
Fine. You're the one spearheading it. What do you mean? Fine. give
Okay.
it-
Why is it your job? Because you're the fucking person who's running the investigation. This is your case.
Investigate this as well, and you haven't.
Yeah, why are you putting it all on me? Like,
Because it's your
You're
case.
the fucking one bringing it. Why are you?
absolutely, I am the first one.
Yeah.
You are
not
the
want to be the
only
only
one. You haven't
I'm
convinced
the only
anyone to come on board
You're the
yet.
one. You haven't convinced exactly.
That's
You haven't.
because
made
you
any-
haven't been listening to them.
That's because you haven't been giving
set
anybody
up
anything
a
to work
call
with.
like this for months.
Yeah, and
Why-
I've had a 2-hour
Muta,
long
why-
call, and I'm not
Muta.
moving anywhere close to the situation.
Muta, why can't you take initiative to talk to other survivors?
Okay, you know what? Shout out to Muta because nobody can
Yeah.
say his fucking name right.
Yeah.
Between Spencer and Keemstar, no one's. I can't even say it like how Keemstar says it. He sounds like. What'd you say, Bunny? He sounded like he's about to sneeze,
I think that's what Eva said. Yeah.
or somebody. One of you two said it. That he sounds like he's
Muta.
about. To, yeah, the way Keemstar does it. Good God.
Yeah. He sounds like
Well, I'm
Kit
talking to you
Kat.
right now more than anybody else.
Well, you can literally go into the general chat.
I'm not in
and
that server anymore. I've had to leave that server because of Max's mega folder that I am going to question you about, by the way.
At the same time, while we're talking about this, and Mutahar is coming up and stuff like that, and you're saying that it was unfortunate to see what Muta would say about you on a live stream, why was Max telling everybody that Muta saw the evidence and using the clout capital that comes with that to try to get people to believe it? Like,
It's
Muta's seen it, it
literally
must be
saying
good.
that there is evidence there, even if it's unsubstantiated at the moment and he doesn't know the context. Like I said, he could have gone in there.
Well, Muta
and
has to
gone
come out
into
and
the general
clarify
outlined
that
it.
it's not actionable because now it's attached to his name. People are looking at it as this is Muta approved.
Publicly saying he's seen some of what we are showing.
When you make me sign an NDA that's with the victims, and then you used me as clout capital to describe that I've seen the evidence, therefore it must be substantiated, I have to step in and say, I'm not making that claim. I saw the evidence, yes.
What
Is it evidence that's...
What is that?
It's
How do you not know what clout capital is? You used it against Night Docs. What? You used clout capital against Night Docs because you knew he was the lowest man on the totem pole, the easiest one to get rid of.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Like, and how is Muta supposed to be able to get in contact with all these girls when he can't even do that to get his facts straight?
Yeah, I don't get it. I
Yeah.
don't get it. Absolutely.
what you're asking for when you're asking for Anthony Fantano and you're asking for Joe Rogan. Nobody asks for Joe Rogan for altruistic reasons. You want other people to say that you're doing a good job so that nobody questions what you're actually doing.
That is not what I want.
Well, what do you want? Because they can't show evidence. So what could you possibly get from them other
How
than...
many times do I have to tell you? You can show evidence. You have to get approval from the survivors.
Where was your approval?
for
Because that
their
should have been your...
protection.
Then clearly you haven't been speaking to your own survivors because I guess you didn't have any fucking approval to put it in any of the 3 videos that you released. But on the 4th video, I'm sure all that evidence would have been there.
I have got...
I mean, is he wrong though? Because we didn't see shit in those 3 videos.
Yeah, and that tone that he's got right now, that's not how you're going to win this people over. Like, honestly, that's defensive and that's disgusting. The way, like, because these guys are in here trying to help you.
Yep.
They're trying to understand the situation. And, like, he's just getting full-on arced up. Like, it's just, it's gross to hear it. Because it's kind of like, what are you doing, dude? Like, they're in here to benefit you, to understand your situation and to try and help you. But, like, if you can't get your facts straight, what the hell are they going to do with it?
Yep.
They can't do anything with it.
Facts.
Oh, dude.
gotten approval from every single one of them for everything I've shown. And for
So
everything
for
I'm
all of the
doing.
nothing that
And
you've
for
shown, you've got
everything I'm
everyone's
doing,
approval.
I've been getting their approval.
I thought the NDA was because showing the evidence would cause it to be inadmissible in court. We had this discussion on your public stream.
There's multiple reasons why we have the NDA. The most important is to protect the survivors and their evidence. If they want it shown, then you are allowed to show it. If they don't want it shown, then you are not allowed to show it. It's that simple.
Well, evidently I've done more than any other influencer, and I've spent 2 hours of my life in this call, and I've tried to get to the bottom of this. I've tried to get into it, and as combative as this call has been, I haven't shifted myself closer to anyone's side because there's just nothing compelling that's been thrown in this direction. It's all a testimony and it's all there. And yes, I personally do believe that there has been some malfeasance. Is there proper evidence of a cult that I've seen? No. Is there proper evidence of people being actual pedophiles in this? Haven't seen a full confirmation of that yet. And there are a lot of issues beyond just everything that we've discussed that has now been circulating because of your mishandling of this case on your subreddit throughout the internet that is bringing more doubts into this entire situation. So no, this is not on me. This is not on anybody. This is entirely on you. And I've done my part.
That's really childish to say it's only on me.
No, it's
Oh my god.
He makes me feel dumber the more he talks.
It's like a cross between, is he really this stupid, or is he just playing stupid as a manipulation tactic?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Yeah, the more that he talks, though, I'm definitely feeling smarter because.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want to shake him again. Like, what the hell?
That's really childish to say it's only on me.
No, it's childish to lead 8 women to
Not
slaughter because
have
your
anyone
ego
else
is too
take
big.
Responsibility for their actions. Nicholas, we asked you to platform us after you platformed counter narratives, and you refused.
Max, I run a show called Rape Review. Okay, you don't.
It's time, everybody. You are in the chat.
It's time.
You know, I got on him the other night in a call. I was like, do you know that has spilled over to my chat? Like, I will go over something like that, and now they're like, Xylie, it's time. It's time. And they start spamming URR, and I'm like, bro, I'm going to have to get one of your emotes for it because these people, it's spreading, and I hate it.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do that.
You don't want your 8 victims on Rape Review. They don't belong on fucking Rape Review. Okay, I'm an entertainer who says stupid shit online. I absolutely cannot platform people in a situation like this. It's out of the realm of possibility for anything that I should be doing.
Except counter narrative.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was the 3 videos of yours that I watched not your narrative? Was that Cameron's narrative too? Has he infiltrated your cult?
True. Yes. Yes. Yes, because it is a cult. It is a cult. Oh my god.
Watch your fucking videos, Max, for 4.5 hours. How is that a counter narrative?
You platformed counter narratives, but you were not willing to platform the survivors. That is called milieu control. That is called milieu control.
Fucking milieu control. Jesus Christ.
No, that is called knowing my limitations and knowing what is appropriate. Clearly something that you are unable to figure out for yourself.
It is one of 8 criteria to be defined as a cult, as laid out by Robert J. Lifton. Okay? That is milieu control.
Am I being fucking punked? Is there a camera somewhere in the room? Is this a fucking joke to you?
It seems like it's more of a joke to you.
Yeah, because I'm the one doing all the fucking crossing the T's. But honestly, Max, I don't think there's anything much more that I can glean out of this. You haven't provided me a shred of evidence that's going to convert anything. In fact, what's hilarious about this is now I'm finding out there's a super secret evidence channel that I didn't have access to. So again, how you could even say that Mina's looked at all the evidence when I haven't looked at all the evidence is beyond me. And again, I'm putting this entire situation.
Yeah, there was another one that you had to sign another NDA for, another NDA to go and see that evidence. It's like there's layers of NDAs that you have to sign.
Another one.
And Nick had to sign it. Nick had to sign a damn NDA, and his NDA said something about he would have to, when the video comes out, react to it.
That's so stupid.
It's like, how can he say that, like, Mutahar's looked at all the evidence when he has literally not looked at all of the evidence that's available? Like,
exactly.
That's just, he's just using him.
Yep.
He's using his clout, basically.
Yep.
On you because you're the one that brought this to the platform. You're the one that's talking about this in such a in such an illogical manner. Not
That's more you.
Illogical.
That is
How's that mean? Did I make a video on this?
Case.
Did I make a video on this, Max? Did I?
You have spoken on live streams.
I've spoken on your live streams.
Only mine?
And I've spoken
Locking for 5. Max is so dead set on his lies that he's obsessed with them being true. I can only imagine what his parents probably had to deal with raising him. You never know. You never know. I'm not putting anything on his parents.
No. But
my live stream.
Yeah, Nicholas's live stream.
And
thank you for the 5.
And who
Thank
else?
Oh, by the
you.
way, you
Yeah, thank
re-victimized Tommy C, a CSA survivor, with the QR codes that I had to look through individually and read. That's
Why? Because he
another
criticized your
situation.
YouTube video, Max? That was
Oh,
that
he
was
can
totally
tell
justified.
me to suck his dick and call me a pedophile, but
Bro, you did a whole ass song where you talked about you want to rip the pedos' heads off and skull fuck them.
Yeah, that's true.
He's such
And
a
even
sick
like
little puppy.
with that Tommy C stuff as well, like all that video that it was like all the QR codes that were just like really disgusting sexual innuendos about like screwing Tommy, and it's just like what are you doing, bro?
It's so weird.
Hmm.
Gross.
I can't do that to him in a QR code. Are y'all being serious right now?
This is such a joke.
It is not a joke.
Yeah, it is. You're a joke, and you're fucking this up for these girls, and it's all on you, and you're digging your fucking grave right now. It's
You know
it's
what?
insane.
I'm just gonna say it
100%.
just because I have to say it. You need to hand this situation off to a proper investigator, a proper journalist.
Why don't you take it, Mutahar?
Am I a law enforcement?
If you think he's a
investigator
proper
regarding
journalist,
sexual
that's the problem. Like, what? What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
So you can talk about other cases, but you can't talk about this one.
What other cases have I talked about?
Are you telling me you have not done any investigation on any other case whatsoever?
What other cases specifically? That's what I'm asking you. I have investigated other cases, but what were those cases? What was the nature of them?
He don't even know.
Yeah.
You know, you're like a pedophile hunter, right? You like do this. You've covered quite a few cases, but for some reason, you're telling us that this one seems particularly difficult. So are all cases built the same? Just because Mutahar has done Club Penguin, he can march these 8 girls down to Georgia? Like that's just like a normal thing
That's
to
not
do.
what we're asking for.
You know what? I'm sorry, you're not being very clear about it.
Survivors earn our trust, and then maybe we would have shown him more evidence. The thing is we don't know who to trust right now because of the shit that's been happening. We knew the shit was gonna come regardless. Like, how are we supposed to allow certain YouTubers to see this evidence and trust that later on they're not going to turn around after getting our permission and then say something negative about it?
Well, saying
Like,
something
that is-
negative about it isn't necessarily a bad thing, because that's an opinion. Like, to say something negative about something they've seen would just be a statement you don't like. It wouldn't necessarily be something malicious, right?
Well, I mean malicious statements in general. Like, there's fucking shit that people are saying about me now, and it's like,
Well, yeah,
Oh, they're saying much more since this call. They're saying much more since this call.
that's Max's fault, because you're literally the front of this entire thing, right?
It's my fault, right?
Yeah, dude, because you're using her as a human shield. Does it hurt? Does it hurt the way that you're being used as a human
I
shield?
would very much like to point out that Muta going on to Tommy C and lyrics, that brings more people that dislike that dislike Max out. There are people that are literally cyber stalking survivors right now because of these commentary
Are they
channels.
cyber stalking them, or are they looking for evidence that no one will
Exactly.
Literally cyber
I feel like that's what.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. They're going to try and find that evidence that you won't provide.
Exactly. And you know what? Watching, like, getting people to watch their videos, getting commentary to watch the videos, because mind you, he did say it was bait, right? So it was just like, yeah, I want people to watch our videos, but not your type of people. I don't want those people to do it because they're going to say negative things. I want people to watch it that are going to say positive things. It's like, no, you don't get to pick and choose. Like, you wanted the story out there. You wanted people to see what you guys are going through, and their opinions at the end of the day are their opinions based on what you've portrayed to the audience.
Yep.
Like, that's
Yep.
like, that's where they went wrong. Like, they want people to look at it, but then again, we don't want you guys to look at it because
They want
you're
people
saying
to
the
go
wrong
by
thing.
their narrative alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They hate us until they need us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Everyone wanted was we're going to go public with this so people look for evidence,
Because-
but they're looking for evidence
no,
that we don't want to show them yet.
Someone went all the way through Kai's fucking Facebook, found a post from like 3 years ago, and was trying to use that as like a gotcha for Max.
Well, yeah, that's what.
Well, funny she was asking for $20 fucking in goddamn November for her fucking diapers. Huh. Funny how you were handling the money in fucking November and she was asking for $20 fucking for goddamn diapers and baby wipes. Bitch, shut up.
Insane.
Yeah.
Shut up. Kangalo, thank you for being abroad for 2 months. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evening.
And I meant that very passionately. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come again.
God bless it. Oh, irritates the shit out of me.
Right. No. Bring the devil out of
What
it.
happens when you go public with a story instead of focusing on going through law enforcement? You're going public. There are negatives and there are positives to going public, and I'm sure Max didn't explain that to you because it's clear he has no idea what he's
Very much
doing.
explain that to me. But the thing is when someone as influential as Muta goes on to these, it just perpetuates it even more. Like, it makes people think, oh, well, this big YouTuber said this
What did
on
I
this
say on
stream.
those streams that was so counter to your narrative?
You know, it's always about influencers and big YouTubers with her. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Kind of seems like to me she just wants a lot of attention, and this was the easiest way she thought she was going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, because my God, she's working with her favorite YouTuber. She was a fangirl.
She only wanted him.
Yeah.
You said that the evidence that Max showed wasn't something that you would make a video on. It wasn't substantial enough to show on your YouTube channel. And you said those things because Max went around telling everybody that you'd seen the evidence and was using that as like a clout capital play so people would believe what he had to say. Because he's not going to show anything to everybody. I guess he hadn't gotten the permission yet.
You are speaking for us.
Well, you don't speak for yourself, Max.
I'm
True.
talking.
Okay.
All right.
Got him.
Do we need another break? Should we take 15 or something?
I got a fucking other investigation to do. I just wanna get to the fucking bottom of this and be done. And
You won't. It's a complex case that has many survivors. You won't get to the bottom of it until you've spoken with all of them.
Oh
haven't
my
spoken
god.
When
Yes,
are you
exactly.
going to speak to the rest of them? When are you
Yeah.
going to talk to the rest of them? Get the fuck out of here.
Not in the call.
What did
So,
he
what, do
laugh
your
at
job
that?
now?
I don't think so. Hold on.
Fucking
Oh, was
bottom of
that
this and
Nick?
be done and
You won't. It's a complex case that has many survivors. You won't get to the bottom of it until you've spoken with all of them.
you haven't spoken to all of them. have you?
Not in
Yeah,
the
that
call.
was Nick.
That was Nick.
Your job now?
That's not what I'm asking you, Mona.
What is Max
How am I-
supposed? What is Max supposed to do when these survivors are literally busy working and going to college and trying to better their lives?
Then why are you dragging them back down into this bullshit then if they don't want to be a part of it? Like,
Well, ma'am, how come
Yeah.
you're not working or going to college to better your life?
oh, because she can
my
do
hands in the
this
mud.
and be set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she's got a roof over her head, she's getting fed, like she's getting, Patreon cash. So she's fine. She's set.
Yeah.
She irritates me to no end, bro.
Mm-hmm.
don't really have much of a life, so I can focus all my time and energy on this if I need to. But they deserve their justice still, regardless of how busy they are.
So
And
Oh my god.
I would
I'm
say
busy too, Spencer. I put aside my hours to talk to you as well. So we can't just use the busy. I'm also a very busy individual.
We know, and we appreciate you taking the time.
and that's why you could have gone in and said, hey, can we schedule a call between me and any of these survivors?
For
Like,
what?
do you think that
Okay.
this
not-
call would have changed? Like, do you think after hearing everything you had to say today, okay, and we let you have the opportunity to speak, and I think it went pretty well for that portion of it, do you think Muta would change any of the things that he said on my stream?
I don't think he would, and with the one point of the wanting to fund Camden's defense, that one was probably
Okay, he didn't say,
The most-
I want
I
to
didn't
fund
say
Camden's
I was
defense.
I don't know. Yeah, I said literally if this is a case where this person is being defamed, because I was dealing with no actual tangible
I
evidence. on this
understand
person.
that. I understand that. But with these allegations and you having been in that server after we had trusted you to be in there,
Yeah, and did I break your trust by leaking any of the evidence out?
well, no, but you sit there and you
Spencer,
say
did
that.
Max do something wrong by mentioning my name in that server when there were multiple other creators? Like the right opinion, multiple other individuals in that.
Oh, Tro alert!
Troy got called out.
Tro alert! Tro alert! You know Tro is coming out with a video next year about this.
Yeah, next year.
Oh yeah.
You know Tro is probably coming out with a 6-hour fucking video about this shit next year.
Yeah, for sure.
I love Tro videos. I can't really react to them though because they're so damn long.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're great videos though.
You're literally one of the most influential ones that's in there.
The right
That's
opinion
why
is
he
not-
mentioned
You
the
know
right-
what? Actually, Yellow Dart, you're probably correct. Tro, LOL, next year, I say early 2026. Actually, you're probably right. It probably would be 2026, to be honest.
Opinion is not on that server.
Well, my correction. There were other people in that server. I thought I saw Tron there.
You were the most influential and the most trusted to me.
Then why did you mention my name when you know that I didn't give you a seal of approval on that evidence? You can understand how you can understand how you put me in a bad position.
You went on Tommy's stream and you had already said you were seeing what is going on. I felt that was enough to be able to talk about it publicly.
Yeah, I said I saw what's going on, not that I endorse it.
I didn't say you endorsed it.
Oh, wait a minute. You made it sound like he endorsed it when you talked to Lyrics, and you could say, ask Mutahar, he's seen the evidence. Come on now.
Yeah. What the?
Then what's the problem?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, so you have no problem with any of the stuff that was said on my stream, Tommy's stream, or whatever stream Muta went on?
There's a lot of things we have problems with.
Oh, that's a real answer.
He just said he didn't have a problem.
None of that matters anymore because we are trying to move forward here and not.
Where is that, Max? What's forward?
What is a timeline for this video that's coming out? Because a month ago, me, you, and Nux had this conversation that the moment you bring out an ironclad video, I would be glad to signal boost. I would be glad to elaborate and talk about it.
We are working on it.
And when is that video supposed to come out?
I don't know. I don't have a production team.
Neither do I. You have a bigger team than I do, and I can say this for a fact. I'm a one-man show. But if I make a video on this, at any time this month, I don't think, I know you know that it can't be a flattering video. Because while I side with the victims, and I want to personally believe, I work on 100% evidence. You know, Charlie, I'm glad you mentioned Charlie and Sneeko, right? Charlie might be comfortable calling Sneeko a pedophile. I still wouldn't be comfortable publicly calling Sneeko a pedophile. You know why? Because I haven't seen any evidence that he is directly I guess a sex offender, pedophile, or something like that too. I could probably think that that's a joke. I'm not going to open myself up in a real legal matter. Okay, I'm not going to muddy the waters and ruin a potential case.
Exactly.
So
why are we not criticizing Charlie, but we're criticizing me?
Because Charlie's not doing the stupid shit you're doing, you dumb fuck. They have spent 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 21 seconds in this fucking call with you, and that's probably a little bit more because he cut some out because of a victim's name, another victim's name, and personal stuff.
Reasons.
All right? Yeah. Okay? So they've roundabout been in this fucking call with you for 2 hours and 11 minutes, and you still don't understand what the fuck they're saying when they're speaking very clear fucking English. God damn, bro.
I think he is stupid.
Bye, Sakura. Have a good night.
Good night.
When we're not arguing with Charlie.
I don't know why. That's for you and him to get into a call and argue about and talk. That's not. I'm not like he's a different person. You can get into a call with him and have your discussion. This is just between me and you. I don't know what goes on in his mind.
All right, let's also not pretend slandering a person with no online platform is the same thing as talking about Sneeko. Let's not pretend those are a one-to-one comparison, dude.
Anthony Field has an online presence.
Anthony Field!
Dude, him and Sneeko are practically neck and neck in viewership right now.
And in Anthony Field's case, I don't have anything that 100% proves that he's a pedophile either. So that's one of the things I had to publicly apologize to him for, because I, as your friend, kind of believe that you had some evidence sitting beside you, and now that I'm finding out that all you have are witness testimonies and nothing actual that can corroborate him, I had to publicly apologize to him.
I understand. I'm just explaining why I called him a pedophile and why I'm comfortable doing so.
Yeah, and
you're comfortable doing so because he ended up with the girl.
Yeah.
That's
he's got a personal vendetta.
He absolutely has a personal vendetta. Yeah, he's mad because Magnetar got the girl that he wanted. And that's what it all boils down to.
You can also understand why legally you may feel that way, but legally that shouldn't be a statement of fact. And you, as of now, based on everything that's still currently out, whatever you may have is still in your hard drive and by you. He is you can't say that. That is slanderous to have said about somebody.
Dead air.
I think all of this is really besides the point, honestly. I think the last thing I have to talk to you about, honestly, and this was the biggest point for me, and you knew this was coming, was that mega folder. Because your explanation doesn't hold weight to it, Max.
Do we care about the mega folder shit? Because we already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Wait, yeah, as in we're done with it?
No, we already know, but yeah, I think...
Because after that, it's what Nick talks to him about, and you saw that in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that part of the call. I'm going to be going over the Spencer's part. Oh, shit. There's 310 people in here. Damn. Hey, y'all.
Hi, fellas and ladies and everything in between.
I'll be going over the Spencer part sometime tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it at 1 in the afternoon or 5 in the evening. I don't know. It's going to be a chicken nuggets day tomorrow. I don't have to really cook dinner, so.
Oh, hell yeah, chicken nuggets. They're the best.
Yeah, we're having chicken nuggets. We're not having dino nuggies, but we're having chicken nuggets.
Nuggets are nuggets.
Yes, we love nuggets.
True,
But
true.
yeah, he's an idiot. I don't know what else to say about him.
You know what I feel about Spencer?
What?
What?
And I don't want everybody to take this the wrong way, but I feel like she's the type who would slip in a Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Slip in a Walmart. Oh my god.
Yeah. You're talking about yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just something about it. I mean, like, I've known people like that, and like, she does remind me of like that type.
Yeah. I can't blame you for that one. I can't blame you
just
for
observation.
thinking that. I mean, a lot of people think that. Hold on, let me see who's live. Let's see if we can redirect, because I know Nick was supposed to be going live.
Anyway, chat, what did you think of that video? What did you think of the call? I want to know.
Yeah, what do y'all think about that? Yeah.
I can't say what I think Spencer is. It's too spicy for chat. All right.
Oh.
Thanks, Austin. That call was a fever dream. It makes him look so bad. Max was 100% grilled. My brain hurt. I enjoyed Werewolf MamaMax. Someone thinks Spencer is a compulsive liar. It was like an acid trip. Yeah, Echo can't say because Xylie would yell.
I wouldn't yell. I won't yell. Shut up.
Don't get her yelling.
But you know what? Some part of me thinks that Echo wants you to yell, Xylie. So
Yeah, he does. Don't give it to him.
Echo.
Not for free.
Echo needs to shut up.
That's what he wanted to hear.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just all the hypocritical bullshit that's happened in that call is just insane. It's just insane.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Got me looking at everyone sideways on that camp.
Yep. For real.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Yeah, I don't really see anybody live we're going to read into, so.
I think Bo Blacks is live, but.
I don't see Bo Blacks being live.
Oh, I got a notification before. Maybe he's not. Maybe it was a video.
I see RTU, which, no.
Oh, we can raid into H3.
Oh, yeah, they love us. Their fans
Actually,
really like
how funny would that be after the Reddit?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
That
God.
would be hilarious. Woo.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it. Guys, you don't have to stick around, but let's just raid into H3 just because it's funny.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, that's good.
God, we're such assholes. What the fuck is wrong with us?
I love it. I'm getting so excited.
Oh, they don't allow it. He doesn't allow it. Fuck off. Okay.
I feel like they
well.
blocked us from their subreddit. That I know how it feels now.
Darn it.
That sucks.
Oh, God. Okay. Xylie L. How is that an L for me? I didn't know that they weren't accepting that. Echo, you need to stop or you're getting blocked. Like, for real.
Shut it, Echo.
It doesn't matter if you're green or not
For real.
at this stage. You
For
can just
real.
get here.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, chat. Look out for the
everybody.
video. The video's coming up tomorrow, the next day. I can't remember, but it'll be up.
The video will be up Friday or tomorrow. Is it green?
Yeah, one
Is
of
it
those
green
days.
already?
Not yet. I don't think so.
Yeah, so.
Let me double check. It'll be coming up.
Yeah, actually,
keep your
no,
eyes
it's
out.
not coming out tomorrow. It'll be coming out Friday because
Yeah.
I might be live during time. So.
Cool. All
All
right.
right, I'm deafening. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye. Thanks for
everybody.
coming. Bye bye.
All right, everybody. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for everybody coming out to the channel and watching the live stream. And y'all have a great night. Peace out.
Watch me.
I'ma get it how I wanna get it, you don't get it. I can do anything, I don't got a limit. I'ma make my mind up, I'm committed. It might take some time, might take a minute. I won't give up, I don't give in this shit. I do what I want when I wanna do it. Call it a power or call it a gift. I call it persistence or driving some wit. I ain't no minute man. Good things take time when I'm in it, man. Give me some time and I'm with a fam. Now I'm gone too far from the beginning, man. I can teach you, but you gotta listen. I got lessons on lessons to give them. Think the masters are open and wishing and thinking and driven and cutting the ribbons. And they know they don't want it more than me. I work hard, they call it a disease. I work hard so I can go be free. But I don't work for anyone but me. But it didn't start like that. I was 9 to 5, didn't feel right. Had to get in touch with myself, get my mind back, to figure out what I want in this life bad. And I don't regret it, failed a lot, but I learned my lessons. Got new moves, new things, new weapons, and now I finally got direction. You ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life to go make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep doing. A new life, new you can choose it.
Watch me. Watch me.
Let's go.
Watch me.
Gotta really wanna catch hands, no face off. Everybody know I got plans to take off. Everybody know I got bands, no J's on. I'ma do life like me, no days off. I don't really care what you think about me. Hate for the minds up like a disease. Filling me with fight, some life energy. Knowing that I'm doing something right. If you hating, I just try to keep my mind real vacant. I took all my time in the basement. I spent half my life impatient. It was worth all the time and patience. Get it? The way I said it. Never mind, I don't have time, forget it. You can read all my rhymes on Reddit. They need a feed and damn it, I fed it. I got my eyes on the prize. I tell truth on here, no lies. I don't take, I give and guide. I don't break, I live and fight. On the chase, I got the sight. Vision goals, I set them right. Working through the lonely nights. Worth it on the other side. If you try to make it fast, it won't last. Take a stab, make it bad. Face a fast, but still lag. Don't give up, don't look back. You got this, no stopping, no quitting, no stalling, no options. You're running, follow your dreams and find your calling. You ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life to go make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep doing. A new life, new you can choose it.
Watch me.